Hey everybody, I'm Joey Parr with GeekTyrant.com.
I'm Conrad.
We're here in Las Vegas for the 2019 CinemaCon event. And today we were shown some of the first footage from the upcoming horror movie,
It.
Chapter 2. And
great.
holy shit.
It was amazing.
Look, big fan of the first film. So excited for the sequel. Today we got to see the first footage, and I was impressed.
I was totally impressed. Just from the get-go, when they came out with the triangle balloon set, and everybody in the audience thought it was Bill Skarsgård, and it turned out to be the director, who then announced that I am not Bill Skarsgård.
He did a little Bill Skarsgård dance.
He did too.
So that's why. That's what
and
made
it was
me think
really, it was really like right over his face.
Yeah.
That's what was really funny.
Anyway, he came out, showed us maybe about 6-7 minutes of footage. Maybe about 6 minutes of footage. The first part of that footage was maybe 4 or 5 minutes of a complete clip from the movie. And if you're familiar with the book or the movie from the 90s, then you'll probably remember the scene where Beverly Marsh goes to visit her dad when she's a grown-up adult. And he's not there. Instead, there's a little old lady named Mrs. Marsh.
Kirsch.
Kirsch.
It's Kirsch.
Kirsch.
Mrs. Kirsch. And Mrs. Kirsch, if you remember, is actually quite a pleasant old lady from the get-go. And it's a very like not meant to be like anxious type of scene, the old one.
No, it's
she ends up just having
it's
like
a slow burn.
She has a cup of blood and some dirty teeth.
Yeah, that's in the 90s one.
Yeah,
Cup of
with
blood,
the Netto
dirty
tool.
teeth. In this one, she invites Beverly in, says, "I'm sorry, your father passed away."
I didn't want to be the one to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. She goes around looking through the house, kind of scrummaging through it. She finds the old poem that Ben wrote when she was a kid. She's like, oh, reminiscing. Flashback of her in the bathtub with a smile, reading the letter as a kid. And then they come out, they're sitting in the living room drinking coffee. And there's this scene where she says, hold on, I wrote this down here. You know what they say about dairy? No one who dies here never really dies.
Yeah.
And then she just stares at Beverly like this. This is about the length of time. And then she just kind of breaks out of it and starts the conversation back up.
Just snaps right out.
Walks into the kitchen. And Beverly kind of is walking around the house looking at the old pictures and stuff. Notices an old picture of a clown with the little girl. Yeah. And then you see, like, in the background, the kitchen door.
You could see the excitement of it.
Well,
being the old lady.
The lady
in the background, she pokes her head out like it's almost like a cartoon. She pokes her head out and she just smiles, and then she starts dancing. Yes. All quietly, and just goes into the hall.
By the way, she's naked.
Not at this point.
Oh, she's not?
No.
Okay.
The second dance, she's naked.
Oh, yeah. The
old
second
lady
running
across the hall. I'm not sure you're gonna see this one in the theaters. Maybe in an R.
Maybe. No. Yeah,
like
they'll see it.
A red band, maybe.
In the trailer.
Yeah, in the trailer. They'll see it in the movie, but like,
yeah.
I don't think they'll get to see this specific footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we were doing.
She comes running. Anyway, she comes running out of the kitchen towards Beverly. I mean, you don't see that you don't see like full nudity, full nakedness.
POV of under her legs.
But you know she's completely naked, and it's just right up into Beverly's face as she's running up in between the legs, and Beverly's just like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And then it cuts to a bunch of quick scenes of the Losers Club, all adults, walking down kind of like an abandoned street in Derry where they grew up, and they walk past this store window, and in the window they look at the reflection shows them as little kids in there. Kind of a cool little scene. There's scenes of them riding bikes and Pennywise holding on to balloons floating through the air.
You have every child's counterpart character, the older adult as well, was shown in the preview.
There's even the classic. They show the classic scene where they all come together in the Chinese restaurant. There was a clip of that in there. That's like one of the most important parts of the book. So the fact that got in there is good.
But just based on the difference, if you look at the 1990 video and you compare it to what we watch today, they're doing the same thing they did the first movie, which was change it in a whole lot of cool ways that are just entirely more terrifying, and like the intensity is there. Like you can watch the 1990 version of that scene and you can get through it and go, this is cute.
And the director
and
Mike,
then you watch this scene and you're like,
it's completely unsettling. And director Mike Flanagan knows exactly what he's doing with. I mean, I'm watching this and he knows what he wants from this, and he's bringing the scares, the terror, the fear, and everything into this. And I just have to say, obviously, the scene, the last clip is Pennywise like jumping out of just doing his crazy Pennywise thing, you know, unexpectedly scaring everybody. Oh, and there's this scene when Beverly Marsh comes out of that vat of blood. That was crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy.
There's just so much. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm like, as I'm like talking about it, I'm like remembering what was happening and stuff like that. But it was crazy. It was good, and I'm super stoked about how this movie's gonna turn out. I have no idea where they're gonna release any footage from this movie. Like, this is pretty early, so maybe in a few months.
The director didn't make any announcements for any footage being released anytime soon.
Yeah.
So hopefully, hopefully you get something sooner than we think. But be excited. For anything that
any
comes.
hype you hear about this movie from what is being shown, believe it, because it's Mike Flanagan knows what he's doing, and I'm excited to see what he does with this movie. Yeah. So. Anyway, that's it for It Chapter 2.
2019 CinemaCon.
When that trailer does drop, we'll make sure to post it on the site. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Watch our other videos.
Yeah, we have more videos coming.